Who is obligated in the mitzvah of Nerot Chanukah? So the halacha, just to step back and understand the whole preface, the Gemara explains that mitzvah Chanukah ner ish ubeto. The mitzvah of Chanukah is literally translating a candle per household. A person with his candle and the household. Meaning that, in essence, the one person, the homeowner, the Baal Habayit, makes the beracha and lights the candles of Chanukah in his house. He's fulfilling the obligation of all those who live in that house, including his children and his spouse. Again, this is according to the Sephardi minhag as well. This applies even if the children and or spouse is not present while they are lighting the Chanukah candles. Why? Because the whole idea of Chanukah candles goes after the house and obviously to publicize the miracle. So if the son wasn't necessarily there, and the dad lit the Chanukah candles, the son fulfills his mitzvah as well. Now this, obviously, that goes without saying that ideally, Rabbi Chaim always says that if you can wait a few minutes for your entire family to be there, it's important to do so you have that element of Chanukah together as a family, teaching the next generation, enjoying and having a good time on the holiday. Next would be women. The halakha explains that even women, nashim chayavot b'nerot Chanukah, mipnei she'af hen hayu b'torah nes. They are also obligated in the mitzvah of Chanukah because they were included in the same miracle. And even more so, v'yechola ha'isha la'otzi yedei chova et ba'ala u'bnei beita be'adlakata. And furthermore, the wife is allowed to light the Chanukah candles at home and fulfill the obligation of her husband who is not yet home and or children who are not home either. And this also applies even if they are, let's say the husband's stuck late in the office until he's not going to be home till 1 a.m. They want to light at a normal time. The wife can light for him and he fulfills the obligation even though he wasn't there when she lit the candles. Now this also applies to a widowed woman who, after her husband passes away, the children need to make sure that their mother is lighting their Chanukah candles. If it means them buying the oil, they should buy the oil. Arrange for one of them to go help their mother light Chanukah candles, even in her widowed age, because she's obligated in the mitzvah as well. Now, what about a katan, a minor? A minor is a machloket if he can be motzi, if he can fulfill obligation of his family members, his fathers, his siblings, his mother. La halacha, ideally you want to be machmir, you want to be stringent and not have a minor light the Chanukah candles on the family's behalf. If there's pressing circumstances, there might be what to rely on, but ideally the minor shouldn't be making the berachot and lighting the Chanukah candles. But what can the minor do? We know that our minhag is that we light one Chanukah for the whole house. So now the father wants to teach his children about the mitzvah. What can he do? So on the second or third night, when we have extra candles, the father can make the bracha, light the first one, and then give to the minors to light the extra candles of hidur that are representing that, corresponding to that number of night. So that's something that you can do. Halachically, it's perfectly fine. You can make your son light the third or fourth candle that night after you already made the bracha and lit the first one. Now, last but not last for today, what about a blind person? A blind person that can't see. Are they obligated in the mitzvah of Chanukah? So halacha is that first, if they're married, definitely yes, and his wife should make the bracha and light on their behalf. Now, if he's not married and he lives alone, let's say, then there's still a mitzvah for him to light the Chanukah candles. He should make it with the bracha. Even why? Because the idea of Chanukah is lefarsem et hanes, to publicize the miracle, and he will still be publicizing the miracle to others that can see. So even a blind person would make a beracha and light Chanukah candles. And even a blind person who is married, even he is allowed to make the bracha himself and light the candles if he wants to. He doesn't have to give it over to his wife who can see. Have a wonderful day.